A Ukrainian FPV drone spots two enemy soldiers running across an open field, probably because they noticed the drone flying overhead. The operators just watch, and the soldiers continue running, but at one point, the drone approaches one of the enemy soldiers and strikes. Here, the operators notice a whole group of enemy soldiers who are in their positions and are watching them. They are just sitting there, unaware of anything, probably convinced that they will not be found here. But the operators continue to watch, and at one point, the operator drops a grenade, causing an explosion that hits the group of enemy soldiers. The soldiers, who were sitting calmly just a second ago, are now completely confused. The following operators notice two enemy soldiers in the forest, standing behind trees, discussing something between themselves, looking around from time to time, but not sensing any particular threat. Suddenly, the operator throws a grenade and an explosion occurs. Then, the operators spot the enemy soldier again. He is standing in the middle of the field. When he notices the drone, he doesn't even try to run away, but tries to wave it away, although he is not very successful. After circling around him, the operator strikes. Here, an enemy soldier is simply standing in the road, calmly, without even trying to take cover. He has a bottle in his hands. He takes a few sips as if he is far from the war, not even suspecting that Ukrainian cameramen are watching him. Then he moves to another place and apparently decides to take a break. But a moment later, a drone hits him, and the enemy soldier is struck and can no longer go anywhere. There is an enemy soldier in these thick bushes, hidden from view, and a drone flies straight into these bushes and strikes, causing damage. The soldier panics, jumps out of cover, falls to the ground, rolls around, tries to extinguish the flames, and eventually he is almost immobile, and in an instant, the drone flies in again, and now the enemy soldier is unable to move. Other operators notice an enemy soldier running very quickly along the road toward the bushes, his movements sharp and hurried. It is clear that he has heard the drone's buzzing and is trying to escape. Then, in an instant, he turns sharply in the other direction and is hit by the FPV drone. After that, he still tries to get up, slowly rolling around on the ground, but he is not very successful. He rolls around a little more and the drone hits him again. And now he can no longer move. Far away among the trees, there is an enemy soldier trying to hide, and he is immediately hit. The soldier is wounded, but the Ukrainian operators do not stop. They take aim and strike again. And the soldier is hit. He cannot get up, his movements become slow, and he just lies on the ground, helpless. Apparently, that is enough. But that's not all. The Ukrainian operator uses an FPV drone to approach the soldier again. He even tries to get up, but the camera captures the wounded soldier and strikes again. The enemy soldier is destroyed and remains motionless among the trees. Another threat to Ukrainian fighters has been eliminated. The operator carefully spots an enemy soldier sitting calmly in a trench, unaware that he is being watched by the Ukrainian operator. The soldier surveys the surrounding area, trying to assess the situation. The operator carefully adjusts the flight path, captures the best moment, and suddenly launches a strike from the drone, dealing a fatal blow and leaving the enemy no chance of escape. The crew of the Ukrainian UAV spotted ZU-1, 1L219, a radar complex for reconnaissance and fire control. At first, it stood on open road, invisible among the greenery, but then moved forward, moving cautiously between the trees, trying to remain unnoticed. The vehicle moved slowly, changing direction and stopping near individual trees as if trying to find cover. Ukrainian drone operators immediately noticed the movement and began close observation. The drone flew closer, choosing the best position for the strike, and in an instant delivered the first targeted blow. Then the drone delivered a second precise strike, presumably damaging the vehicle. In open terrain, Ukrainian UAV operators spotted a large concentration of enemy troops moving confidently toward Ukrainian positions, planning a breakthrough. The soldiers were moving across open terrain. The operators quickly coordinated their actions. One drone after another was launched and aimed at the enemy soldiers. At first, the first strike halted the enemy's advance group. Then the enemy tried to resist, moving chaotically, but the Ukrainian operators acted coordinated and flawlessly. Despite the enemy's efforts to organize their defense and hold their positions, Ukrainian drones continued their relentless pressure. The enemy soldiers tried to retreat and change direction, but every attempt was in vain. Thanks to the accuracy and speed of the Ukrainian operators, the enemy's attack was completely stopped. The enemy army was unable to advance even a few meters, and the battlefield remained under the control of Ukrainian forces. Here, in the middle of an open field, an enemy soldier is running again, spotted by Ukrainian operators, with a drone flying behind him, and he is simply trying to escape from it while waving his arms at the drone, hoping to distract it, but the drone was still faster and he was unable to escape. The drone approaches and strikes, and the Russian soldier is unable to continue moving. Another Ukrainian operator also spots an enemy soldier running very fast across an open field toward the forest, trying to escape from the drone. But the drone catches up with the enemy soldier and strikes him. Here, an enemy soldier stands on the road near a tree, calmly surveying the surroundings. He doesn't even realize that Ukrainian operators are watching him and have already spotted his location. He continues to stand there as the drone approaches him and strikes. Other Ukrainian operators noticed a lone enemy soldier lying under the branches of trees as if trying to camouflage himself as not to be noticed. But even his careful camouflage could not hide him from the watchful eyes of the drones as Ukrainian operators spotted him and kept him under surveillance. The FPV drone, almost imperceptibly, began to approach cautiously, flying around obstacles to remain undetected. The soldier probably did not even suspect that there was a drone near him. In an instant, the drone struck, and the soldier tried to continue moving, but he was unable to do so, and after a while he was no longer moving. This whole moment demonstrates the invisible but unrelenting power of Ukrainian drones and the skill of their operators in the combat zone.